Hi guys, got an amazing haul video for you today. If you're a bargain hunter, you are not going to want to miss. Got some beautiful World War I militaria, memorabilia and a few other pieces. All came from a house clearance thrift shop. Honestly guys, you won't want to miss this. Stay tuned, it is superb. Okay, so let's get started, shall we guys? Today's video is a really good video. It's some really high-end items in here today, all of which have come from, they've come to me privately over the door, but they've all come from car boot sales and thrift stores and things like that. The gentleman who brought the stuff into me bought it all from the house clearance place in Hirwine, and we're going to start off with this. Now this is seriously rare. Now you're looking at it and you're just thinking it's a pottery bowl, but it isn't. Can you look in here, you can see there's a verse, and the verse reads, "When the ale is it going to be strawberry?" And he had plum and pineapple there, and he's basically saying he wants strawberries. And if you look in there, you can see Bruce Bairnsfather. Now, Bruce Bairnsfather was a captain during the First World War who was an illustrator, and he had his cartoons and things published, and here we have one of his designs on a bowl from the period. This is a period piece. His most favourite character was Old Bill, who this is, and we have a souvenir of the Great War, commenced August 1914, armistice 1918, November the 11th, peace signed June 28th, 1919, and we have Bairnsfather way, Old Bill. Everything you need to know was there on the back, but this is really nice. So you've got the picture here where he's basically having a pout because of what he's got in his tin for his dessert. But you've got all this border as well. You've got the helmets, and it's everything. It's absolutely stunning piece. Now this is a First World War period bowl, so early 20th century. Obviously if it's dated 1919, it's obviously made after then. It's not going to be dated before it. So you're talking probably 1920, somewhere around there this has been made. Beautiful thing, produced by Grimwades, Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England, and this is a large bowl. Now you find ashtrays, little pieces normally. This one, I'm looking for my measuring tape now. I'll measure it now in just a minute. This has got to be a good 10-12 inch diameter. This is a really nice example, and on display this is going to really be quite something. It's in good condition. It's got one or two little glazed chips, little flaws there, all to be expected. Now I've paid a fair bit of money for this one. It hasn't come into me for nothing. He paid £3 for it. I give him 45, and I still think that was a steal for me. Absolutely stunning piece, beautiful bit of militaria, and yeah, it's quite special guys. Now I'm going to show you a little bit about Bairnsfather on Wikipedia. Then we're going to have a look at some of the asking prices on eBay and some of the sold prices, and show you some of the variety of the works you can get. Okay, so let's get started, shall we guys? Today's video is a really good video. It's some really high-end items in here today, all of which have come from, they've come to me privately over the door, but they've all come from car boot sales and thrift stores and things like that. The gentleman who brought the stuff into me bought it all from the house clearance place in Hirwine, and we're going to start off with this. Now this is seriously rare. Now you're looking at it and you're just thinking it's a pottery bowl, but it isn't. Can you look in here, you can see there's a verse, and the verse reads, "When the ale is it going to be strawberry?" And he had plum and pineapple there, and he's basically saying he wants strawberries. And if you look in there, you can see Bruce Bairnsfather. Now Bruce Bairnsfather was a captain during the First World War who was an illustrator, and he had his cartoons and things published, and here we have one of his designs on a bowl from the period. This is a period piece. His most favourite character was Old Bill, who this is, and we have a souvenir of the Great War. Commenced August 1914, armistice 1918, November the 11th, peace signed June 28th, 1919, and we have Bairnsfather way, Old Bill. Everything you need to know was there on the back, but this is really nice. So you've got the picture here where he's basically having a pout because of what he's got in his tin for his dessert, but you've got all this border as well. You've got the helmets, and it's everything. It's absolutely stunning piece. Now this is a First World War period bowl, so early 20th century. Obviously if it's dated 1919, it's obviously made after then. It's not going to be dated before it. So you're talking probably 1920, somewhere around there this has been made. Beautiful thing, produced by Grimwades, Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, England, and this is a large bowl. Now you find ashtrays, little pieces normally. This one, I'm looking for my measuring tape now. I'll measure it now in just a minute. This has got to be a good 10-12 inch diameter. This is a really nice example, and on display this is going to really be quite something. It's in good condition. It's got one or two little glazed chips, little flaws there, all to be expected. Now I've paid a fair bit of money for this one. It hasn't come into me for nothing. He paid £3 for it. I give him 45, and I still think that was a steal for me. Absolutely stunning piece, beautiful bit of militaria, and yeah, it's quite special, guys. Now I'm going to show you a little bit about Bairnsfather on Wikipedia. Then we're going to have a look at some of the asking prices on eBay and some of the sold prices, and show you some of the variety of the works you can get. Okay, if we look just here, you got Bruce Bairnsfather. He's Captain Bruce Bairnsfather, was a prominent British humorist and cartoonist. His best known cartoon character is Old Bill. Bill and his pals Bert and Alf featured in Bairnsfather's weekly Fragments from France. Cartoons published weekly in the Bystander magazine during the First World War. And there he is there. You got all his details here. He died in 1959 on 29th of September. He was born in 1887. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little look. If anybody wants to search up Bruce Bairnsfather, it's a lot of history there, and he done a lot of good during the war, so have a read about that. But what we're going to do now is look at some of the pieces available on eBay. Now you have an original wartime sketch by him, £875. Now these are asking prices, not sold prices a minute, so bear that in mind. But £875 there for that one. You have a car mascot. Now I didn't even know they'd done the Old Bill car mascot, so I'll be keeping my eye out for that, because look at that, £681 they're asking there. That's a lot of money. It doesn't mean they're going to get it, but they're asking. Another car mascot there. Okay, there's a book. There's an ashtray there. Bairnsfather, that's a trench art one, so that'll be in brass. And then he've decorated it, painted on brass shell. Now we start coming into the Grimwades bowls, like I've just shown you. Grimwades bowl, keep eared still. 10-inch plate. That's a plate, 10-inch plate, and I've got a bowl, large bowl. But they're asking £215. Now all of a sudden my £45 doesn't seem expensive. Now you have a large bowl, £177. You can see the border running around them all, and then the different designs in the middle. £165. £150. You can see there's some really good prices. You got just the Old Bill plate there, no bordering, nothing. £125. Now we're going to look at sold prices. There's the mascot again. best offer was accepted, so I'm not 100% on what that is. I know you can get the prices, but I just don't bother. I go over an average, I do. You got 1 year sold, full price, 243 in auction. There's quite a few of these mascots around. I'll have to keep my eye out for these. They are really good money. You got framed colour print. That's only a print, mind. £200. We're going to have to look out for these as well. That's a signed drawing for £100. £100 again. Trend shot. You can see the old bill figure there, the Bairnsfather old bill. Even a mug. £55. I gotta look at that mug, guys. I think I've seen them mugs there and I've never picked them up. Let's have a look at this. So we have Bruce Bairnsfather old bill mug. There we go, and let's have a look at some of the pictures. That's what I want to see. And it's not even signed Bairnsfather or nothing, it's just the old bill. You can see obviously his military cap and the moustache and everything, but they obviously felt it was right. £55. So that was a good price there. Crested Way, £51. Now, how often do you get money off Crested Way? Not often. You got a nice pewter lidded jug there, £50. £50 down to an old bill small plate. I'm not going to keep going all the way down because no doubt you'll get it all the way down to £10 and £20. For me, I see this at a good £150 to £200 asking price. I'll see what offers I get, but it's certainly not going to go out for less than 100, which is more than double my money. And it is a beautiful thing that will. I can't decide yet whether I'm going to put it in the new shop in a couple of weeks when I have the new shop, or whether to put it on eBay. But what a really, really nice bowl. Super happy with that, guys. Really am. Really, really pleased. I love it when quality comes in and it's in lovely condition. Look at that, no chips. I know it's got a few glazed chips, but they don't really count. That's just authentic way. There's no chips or cracks throughout the piece, which is quite rare. Got a few stormers to show you now. Now this piece come in and he charged me £15 for it. And we have a green marble base and a solid bronze statue of dolphins swimming among seaweed, if you like. It is quite spectacular. You can see the verdigris coming on the bronze now. It's looking lovely. Now, in my opinion, this is 1930s to 1950s bronze. It's very hard for you to see the quality of this bronze, but it really is quite something. There's the underside, quite a bit of wear and aging on there. It's got a very small chip there on the marble. That is the only condition fault with it. This green verdigris is what you want to see. It's called patina, and you have three beautiful dolphins just swimming around in succession here. It's a nice sculpture for £15. To be honest with you, the job lot of the day cost me £95. And I think I'm going to get all that back and more just on this. It is quite spectacular. I love Art Deco period pieces and I love bronze. I wish it was signed. There's no signature on there. But we're going to have a little look now, see if we can find anything comparable to what we got here. And see some of the prices. But I already know this is going to be £95. This is going to be my money back, every bit of it. For the entire job lot you're going to see in today's video. So I'm really pleased with this piece. Stay tuned, we'll have a look on eBay. Okay, I found a few examples. We got 1 year which is identical on the green bronze stem with a couple of dolphins swimming around. They're asking £118 with the original, the same green marble base. I come across again and I found, now no, this one rather, I was just searching bronze dolphins. I thought I'll leave this on just to show you what a couple of quality ones would look like if they were signed. There's a pair of dolphins there on a marble base. Look at that, £2,000 by Scott Hansen. That's the type you're looking for. Mine are not in that league, but they were still good. Then we come across and I found another one, just two dolphins basically entwined on a marble base, a lot smaller than what I got, and they're asking 70. However, true to form, eBay strikes again. What do I find? Have we got it? There is my identical piece, or what looks to be identical to what I've got, and they sold it for £24. Now that's the same three dolphins swimming on the marble base with the stand, and they sold it for £24. Now that doesn't faze me one bit. That is just typical eBay, and I'm still putting mine up for £95. This was the only one identical to what I had. We can have a little look at their pictures. I don't know if it's identical, but just very similar to what I've got. But either way, they achieved £24, which for a bronze of this quality was peanuts. And I can tell you now, I'm still going to be putting 95 on mine. Okay, moving on to something I don't buy a lot of, we have a book. Plain and simple, leather-bound book. But it's not just any book. This is A Voyage to the Pacific Ocean, undertaken by command of His Majesty for making discoveries in the Northern Hemisphere. Captain Cook and Clark and George in the years 1776, 77, 78, 79 and 80. This is volume 1. And if I come over here, it is dated London, August 1784. Now this is a really nice edition. It's in lovely condition. There's no missing pages, nothing. There's no illustrations, but it is a story. Now what you're looking for when you get this type of book, if I hold that to the light, can you see all these lines and things? Now that indicates that this is laid paper. So this is original paper for the 18th century. Sometimes you have watermarks in the paper and things if you hold it up to the light. But this, all the lines and things here indicate to me that it's handmade laid paper. So the paper is right for the period. The book is right for the period, and so is the script. If you come in here and try reading it, they've got the F's and S's all wrong. If you look there, in script, it's got an F for an S. It's very hard to read this type of book. So it's almost like reading Shakespeare. Really hard work. Anyway, most books you find of this age tend to be of grammar, dictionaries or Bibles. To find Captain Cook's Voyage, to be honest with you, is, for me, after 20 years or whatever of doing this, unheard of. I don't find this type of book. Again, cost me £15. Condition is absolutely stunning. It's a little rough on the back but there, but really, really nice. Now I use a couple of sites for valuing my books. We're going to look on eBay, but I also use two sites. One is Addall, Addall, and the other one I think was ABC. And we'll have a look now anyway, and I'll point out the two sites I use. Shows how long since I've bought books. And we're going to price this book. But for £15, I can tell you now, it's going to be a really nice payday. Okay guys, now I've come to Addall book page here, as you can see. Addall, Addall. The one I was referring to earlier that I couldn't quite remember was ABE books. Anyway, a complete set of the Captain Cook books, volume 1, is 86,000. That's quite a lot of money, and they date from 1773. Now I'm not 100%, somewhere down by year, an account of the voyage from making the discoveries in the southern hemisphere, which is what I've got. Okay, now this talks about 1784 being the second edition of the first voyage. So I'm not sure if it's a second edition book or just the first edition book of the second voyage. So a bit of research is needed, but again, 3,000 something pounds, you're talking stupid money. Again, 3,500, but you've got 3 volumes. So first edition, 8 volume, 208. Captain Cook's Last Voyage. So again, you can see the sorts of monies this potentially got. It needs work to find out exactly what edition it is. Now I know it's 1784, so it's a really early book, and there is loads and loads of examples on adult, but we still up 13,000 pound here, so you're talking silly money. Now I come across and I thought I'd have a little look on eBay, and there's one here, 1780, second, I can't even pronounce that, Voyage of Captain Cook Atlas book. They're asking 2,300. Now don't know what that book is. Let's have a little look. It's illustrated. I don't think this is as old. Well, they have said 1780, so it's obviously got to be 1780. Have they got any pictures of the book closed? It's a very heavily illustrated book. What I want to see is if this is a first edition. Yeah, they've said it's an 18th century leather-bound atlas entitled Voyage of Cook Atlas. So basically that is an 18th century book of Captain Cook, and they want 2,300 for 1780. Now I found another 1786, which is later than what I've got. This is only half leather, mine's full leather, and Captain's Cook Voyages, single volume, 495. So as I've said, research needed, but this is definitely going to be a more valuable book than £15. Okay, this is the last item of the group I purchased off the gentleman to come over the door for the £95. So we have another piece here, it cost me £15 again. Now I think I slightly overpaid for this one personally, but when you consider in the Bairnsfather bowl, the 18th century book, okay, the bronze is all over the place on eBay, but I still think it's a decorative art piece and it will still sell. And then we have this. This is a paperclip, not to be confused with a money clip. This one is a paperclip. It's solid brass, nice little crest on the front here. It's got a registration number just along here. The registration number is 00183-184. So you're talking that's very early 1890, somewhere around there. So you're talking this is a really nice early example, 1880s, 1890s, and it's produced by Mary Phipson and Parker's paperclip. It's hard to read. I'm going to have to get an eyeglass on there. But you can see it just there, the maker's mark. So we got a really nice paperclip here. Again, as I've said, it owes me £15. If I can get a small profit off this one, I'm going to be really pleased. But I'm going to show you some prices of paperclips now, and hopefully we'll come across one of these. I haven't looked through it yet, so it's going to be a bit of a shock to me and you if it's a £5 or if it's 50. We'll find out together. So let's have a little look. Okay, so all I have searched is brass paperclip, because I want to be as vague as I can in the description, because not everybody would describe it as Victorian, and not everybody would describe it as patent numbered, and so on. So I've just searched for standard paper clips. Now you can see the top one sold there was on best offer, and it is a beautiful hound dog with glass eyes. Really nice clip, and £248. really nice. I don't know whether it was originally made on that wooden base, but it looks good on there. You have a 1933 Chicago World's Fair for 117. That's what I meant by, I don't know whether it would have been on the original wooden base. It would have possibly had the brass base, but it made no odds obviously to the buyers. So you got the dog head there, Paperclip again, 98. You got a hand, which is 57, and then you're moving down now into the lower quality. I'm hoping mine isn't too cheap. Is there one of mine on there? That's cute with a duck. Keep going. Okay, so we're looking like it's not one I have on there, which is good. The prices, as you can see, yet again all over the place. You know, you see one with it asking or sold for 50-60 quid for a hand, and then another where they've sold it for 15. So let's take these sold off and let's have a look what's actually up for sale, because I haven't looked. We're doing this one together. I haven't actually looked yet. So these are actually currently active prices. Now that's nice. £390 for a Paperclip, mind. Let's see if we can find the one I've got. Some nice Paperclips on you, fair play. The animals tend to pull good money. As do advertising. There's a Schuber there for 95. Well, if it's not one of the ones I got on there, that's even better, because I can set my own price, and I'll set it at about £45. Looking at the prices of all these, I'll go one more page. I'm not going to go all the way down. You can see the variety of Paperclips. Hang on, there we have it. But there, that's the one I got, or very similar to the one I got. That is identical. It's got the crest, Mary, Phipson and Parker bronze. There you go, that's the same one. They've put it as 1843. I don't think it's that early, I'll be honest with you, but either way, they're asking £50 for it, and I'm sure that's identical to what I got. Let's have a look. It can't be that early, because they would have had a lozenge mark rather than the reg number. The reg number didn't come out that early, so they're mistaken. But there we have it. It's the identical one, almost identical. It's missing the bar across but there that mine got, but they has got the same registration number there. And as I've said, if it was that early, it would have had the lozenge mark, not the reg number. So, but there you go, £50. So 45 quid is about where I'm going to be with mine. As you can see, £95 is really going to turn into some beautiful profit there. But more importantly, there's 4 pieces there I'm proud to own and proud to sell. You can't ask for better quality stock. Certainly I can't around here. Every one of these pieces came from a local house clearance or thrift store, if you like, in Herwine. So if you got one local to you, get out there. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I know it's only 4 items in today's video, but there's a lot of research involved in them, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. So we'll leave it there. I really hope you enjoyed having a look at these pieces. Some beautiful things today. Bit disappointed on the bronze sculpture, but I stand by my opinion. It is still a beautiful thing, and the asking prices of others warrants or backs up my own views. So all in all, it was a really good day's buy-in. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've learned that Bairnsfather stuff sells for money, guys. Keep your eyes open for it. You will find red car boot sales. Thanks for watching, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you have, I would appreciate a like and a share. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.